Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Christine and this is the beginning of the second half of my August vlog. It is Saturday morning, August 13th, so this vlog will pretty much cover what I stitch from August 13th to the end of August. And as of this moment, I think my tentative plans are to continue stitching on this Buttons and Beads Aurora Borealis. I started this last month, but I only worked on it for a day, so this was where my progress was up to that point. So I did not get very much done, but I would like to continue working on that this month. I would like to finish it. I think I can finish this by the end of the month. That's going to be my goal. And then I had also mentioned that I thought that one nice companion piece to go with it would be this little Happy Camper cross stitch by Mill Hill. This one right here. And I went ahead and started this yesterday as a new start for World Cross Stitch Day. It's adorable. And so my goal this month is to get these two completed. I think it has, can you see that cute little adorable charm? It's okay, that's the back side of it. Let me turn it over. It has this cute little moon charm in it that I think is adorable. So I think that my plan for that is to, after I get this stitched and then put it in the little frame, I can get this one cut out and sort of hook it onto the bottom of the frame, sort of as a dimensional add-on to sort of portray camping underneath the Aurora Borealis. So I thought those two would look cute together. So that's my goal so far. I'm sure that there will be some other new starts maybe, or I might dig into the whip pile and work on something else. I don't know. We'll see. Like I said, this is only the first day of my vlog, and I kind of feel like I'm just going to see where the wind takes me for the end of this month, because if you follow my channel, you will see that yesterday I had a huge finish with my eagles, and I'm sort of kind of feeling like, wow, it's, yeah, I don't know, it's kind of weird. I just woke up this morning just feeling like I needed to stitch on my eagles and remembering that I finished it and I no longer have eagles to stitch. Now my eagle project bag was looking a little empty, and I have, I think, at least 3 other Eagle Dimensions kits, and I'm almost tempted to start another Eagle Dimensions kit just so I can use the Eagle project bag. So we'll see. I'll keep you posted on that. Okay, that's all I really have to start this vlog, is just to show you kind of my starting point on this one. And I did want to mention that it's not official. It's just kind of some ramblings I think I've been hearing through the grapevine, that there might potentially be a stitch-along being hosted by Cat Talks and Miss T and Stitches, so I'm sort of putting them both on the spot right now. There's like I said, there's just talk that there's going to be a Santa stitch-along in September. So sorry, gals, if I'm putting you on the spot. But just in case that does happen, I did buy a couple of Mill Hill Santas to start, and it should be of no surprise to you that one of the ones I chose is Ireland Santa, because I'm going to stitch that for my son, who was just in Ireland. And I've only stitched one Mill Hill Santa so far, and it's the the Yellowstone Santa. And I think I would like to start getting a collection of more Santas. So, because I chose that one to stitch for my older son, I needed to stitch a Santa for my younger son, and everything's toppling over right now. And so the first thing I did was look at the newest 3 Santas that are called the Timberline Santas. And so this, I think, so the 3 newest Santas this year are the Norway is that, I can't read through this. The Norway spruce Santa and the Douglas fir Santa. So they have tree themes. You know what? Let me just move this, or everything's gonna topple over. Okay. So the one I chose was the Scotch Pine Santa, and the reason I did is because there are two things on here that reminded me of my young son. Well, first of all, I absolutely love these little sorrels that he's wearing, and so my husband had a pair of sorrels that he's had for years, and then my older son was wearing them for a while, and now my younger son can fit into them, and he absolutely loves the sorrels. So I don't know, they just kind of reminded me of him. And also my son has this little small axe that he bought, and when we started hiking together, he felt that he just must have an axe to carry with him, just in case we get lost and he has to chop wood for a fire. And when I just saw that Santa with those sorrels and that axe, it just reminded me of my youngest son. And bonus, there's a cardinal there, which I love. So I think this is the cutest little Santa. So these are the two that I'm going to stitch for Santa September. I don't know what the official hashtag for that is. I'll put it below, but it's going to be something about Santas in September, stitching Santas in September. Okay, that's all I'm going to say for now. I'm going to go ahead and get some stitching going. I'm working on my Aurora Borealis, and that's all. And I'll check in with you when I have some progress to show. See you soon. I just realized after I turned off the recording that I forgot to show you the starting point for my Happy Camper. Like I had said, I started this yesterday on World Cross Stitch Day, but I only got a few stitches in. But that counts as a start. So I have very little done on that so far. And these are the colors. Just put it on a little project card there. And yeah, I have to decide. Do I want to stitch on this right now or Aurora Borealis? I'll have to decide. I'm kind of feeling like getting a little bit more done on this. I also wanted to say too that I forgot to say this when I just did my last clip. So my vlog, my last vlog that I uploaded with my big finish, it just went live last night, and I usually like to respond to all my comments because most of my videos, you know, I usually wake up the next morning and I might have 5, 10, maybe 15 comments, and it's really easy to respond. And I woke up this morning and had a ton. So everybody just got a heart, and that's it. So if you got a heart and I didn't respond to last month's vlog comments, that's just because there were just so many of them, and I feel bad because I really like to respond personally to each comment I get, but there was just so many. So I'm just giving kind of a big generalized thank you to everybody for leaving a comment on that last vlog, and that I read each and every one, and if you got a heart, it means that I did see your comment and I read it and I appreciated it. So thank you so much. You guys are the best. Okay, and I mean that sincerely. I only do these videos because of the wonderful comments that I get, and even the likes, because I know it's hard for everybody to comment, but the likes and the comments that I get, and just knowing that you're out there watching just makes me happy. So I'll keep doing this as long as you keep watching. Okay, talk to you soon. Good morning. It's time for another update, and it's going to be a quick update because I haven't been doing much stitching. It is Tuesday, August 23rd, and the end of the month is quickly approaching. The reason why I haven't been doing much stitching is because I have been diverted by this felt ornament kit by Busilla. Now, I make these, I show these in a separate video, but I did want to show you that I will be making another video of this. Don't know when it's going to be uploaded. I'm going to wait until I get them all done, but I'm working on my third one. But it has taken my attention away from my stitching. I can't keep my hands off of these. I love them so much. And here comes a plane, so hold on. Okay, there we go. Oh, I don't know why. Sometimes I get so many planes flying over my house. Anyway, I've been working on these so much. I love them, and I had to pull myself away to do the little bit of stitching that I've done now. I can't remember in the last clip if I had finished the stitching on this or not, and I was going to do the beading, but I have not done the beading on that. I would like to maybe do that today, get the beading done, because then this will be finished. But yes, it's stitched up really quick, and it's cute. And as you can see, it's very off-center. Don't know how that happened. I wasn't paying attention when I started it, I guess. But no big deal, because you cut them out anyway. And then the Aurora Borealis has had some progress made on it. Right there, not much. Just finished up some of the colors, and I think the end is going to be right there. So I just work on that periodically, but like I said, I have to pull myself away from my vintage Halloween felt kits to felt ornaments to work on this. But I would like to get as much of this done as I can. And yeah, I don't really have much more to say about this right now. It's easy. I've just been enjoying the nice mindless block stitching of this kit. And speaking of beading, I went ahead and bought myself a tacky bill. This is an adhesive bead bed. It's, it's the replacement for the tacky bob. It used to be the tacky bob. I feel like I might have tried a tacky bob years ago and didn't care for it, but I would like to do some beading when I'm sitting outside, and I'm worried that they're going to spill. So I went ahead and bought a tacky bill to give it a try. And yeah, I'm excited to try it. I might open it up and show you what this looks like on the inside. So let me pause and get it out of its packaging. Okay, I took it out of its packaging, and you can see it has just a little, just almost like a CD case, a little snap closure. And they come in all different kinds of designs. I guess you just randomly get the design. And this one happens to be music. You open it up, and this is really, really sticky. You can see that. Oh, so yeah, both sides are sticky. So you just pour your beads on there, and you can supposedly turn this thing upside down, and your beads will not spill. So I'm excited to give that a try. I think what I didn't like about it, because I usually use my little Altoid tin with the felt, like the soft kind of felted beading mat in it, and I like it because the beads were easy to pick up off of it. But yeah, you flip it over and all your beads are gone. So I think when I maybe tried a sticky beading mat years ago, I didn't like how hard it was actually to pick the beads up. But I don't know. I'll give it a try. I will review the tacky bill and give you my thoughts on it and let you know what I think of it. So, all right. And the only other thing is I did get my Just Cross Stitch magazine in the mail yesterday, and I haven't flipped through it yet, but I hope to do that sometime this afternoon. It's been a while since I've stitched anything out of this magazine, but I really enjoy getting it, and I just, gives me a few minutes of enjoyment just flipping through and just looking at the designs. And every once in a while I'll see something and say, oh, that's really cute, really adorable. Like, I do really love that. And yeah, if I had all the time in the world, I would stitch this because it is beautiful. And I'm just, anything fall, it just grabs me. So I could do a flip through of this. I don't know that I guess I could look through it. I guess I could, since I don't have a whole lot to offer you for the second half of this month. So maybe I'll do that. Yeah, let me just get situated and put it on the table. All right, I'm just going to turn the pages and not give any commentary and just let you enjoy looking at the designs. Okay, that's it. I hope you enjoyed that flip through. There is really some cute designs in this issue, I will admit. All right, see you in the next clip. Well, there's been a change in my stitchy plans. Today is Thursday, August 25th, and as of this morning, a close family member passed away. It was my stepdad, and has just been a very important part of all of our lives, and I'm not going to talk too much about it. When I heard the news this morning, I felt like stitching a cardinal. And a lot of the cardinal patterns I have are both the male and female cardinal. And then I remembered that I had this one that has just the single male cardinal, and this just absolutely felt like the right thing to stitch for this man. I debated whether even mentioning it, but like I said, you know, a lot of the things that I stitch are impacted, or the things in my life impact what I stitch. So I couldn't very well just start stitching this without saying why I chose to stitch this today. This is a recent purchase that I just bought. I have eyed this kit for years, and it wasn't until I actually saw it stitched up that I fell even more in love with it. So I got just this small little start on the top of the cardinal's head, which would be right up there. And I usually don't like to go right in and stitch the best part of a design until the end, but I think it was just real important that I start this cardinal today and go right in for his face and the most important part of it. Yeah, I know I always say, oh, I'd like to just stitch this, work on this until it's done, because it's not a dimensions gold. So it's, let me show you some of the floss we have here. So it only comes with one, what do you call these? One organizer, you know, like say for instance, the eagle that I just stitched came with, I think, 3 or 4. So there's not a lot of colors. And at first you would think that there's not a lot of floss, but if you look at some of these colors, like this one right here, or no, not that one, the one here that just shows, well, okay, I can't see with my, I can't really see through the phone, but okay. Like, say, for instance, this one right here. See how it has the little gray area on the back of it, and it has one strand? Well, this actually, that's just telling you that there's actually more floss. Hold on, let me find it. Okay, so it comes with this extra floss, which is still, I mean, that's a lot of floss, but, you know, that's, they're showing you that this is obviously going to be all of the ice branches, you know, the colors for those. But, you know, so yes, most of these colors here are in the cardinal. So, yeah, I just, I'm going to work on this. This is the one that I feel like working on, and the chart just doesn't look, compared to some of the dimensions kits I've stitched in the past, the chart just doesn't look that daunting and that difficult. So, we'll see. But I don't think I've ever started a dimensions kit, a big one anyway, and finished it all in, you know, the time frame of not stopping in between. So I've done that with a small one, but not with one of these big ones. So we'll see. I did make this cardinal bag, if you remember, back in, was that last Christmas? I don't know if it was, yeah, it was probably last Christmas. So I'm going to use this, even though it's kind of Christmas themed. It's just perfect for this. I think you would agree. So, all right, well, that's all I have to say about that right now, and I will check in and show you some progress. Don't know where my Aurora Borealis and my other camper are going to fit as of right now, because now that I've started this one, this is kind of where my attention is at the moment. So, no guarantees on whether Aurora Borealis and the camper will be finished this month like I had said. Okay, I will check in when I have some more progress to show you, and I will see you soon. Hey there, well, I'm back to finish up this vlog. It is August 31st already. I can't believe it's already the end of the month, and I don't think I'm going to get any more stitching done today, so I figured this is probably a good time to update you on one final time before I get this vlog uploaded. So, okay, so last I told you I had started Ice Cardinal as a remembrance piece, and I worked on it for about 2 days, and this is my progress so far. So just beautiful. I really wanted to get the cardinal face stitched. Did a little bit of the back stitching. Hold on. Okay, I did a little bit of the back stitching on the mouth. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit closer and have it focus. The mouth, around the eye, and I did the back stitching on the other side of this branch up here. And then I had decided that I was spending a lot of time on the phone, as you do, talking to relatives and you know, having some long phone conversations, that I like to stitch. I wanted to stitch something kind of mindlessly while I was on the phone talking to relatives and family members and things like that in the days following Greg's passing. So I put this away just temporarily and decided that I really just needed something a little bit more kind of mindless stitching. So I picked up my Aurora Borealis by Mill Hill and did some more stitching in that, because it's just these large blocks of color that I didn't have to think about too much and could easily stitch while I was on the phone. So I made some progress with this. A far stretch from getting it done by the end of the month like I had hoped, but that's okay. I did enjoy the progress that I got on it. And then one I don't know if it was one evening or one morning, I wanted to try out my new little tacky bill for my beads, which ended up working out really well. It was a little hard to get used to at first because the beads stick to it so hard. You know, I'm used to just being able to pick up the beads, and they stuck so hard that I kind of had to, you know, kind of flick them up a little bit. And that took a little bit of getting used to, but I do really like it. I was able to stitch while sitting outside, or I could be on my bed and not have to worry about the beads spilling everywhere. So really nice. And what I did is I finished my little small one, the little camper. Did all the beading on it and got that all completed. So I'm excited about that. I did not do any felt on the back. It's just the stitching, and I think that it's going to look really nice when this is done for me to just put outside on the frame this little camper, you know, underneath it, just to kind of give it a little 3D embellishment. So I'm excited to do that. Okay, so plans going forward. If, as I mentioned earlier in the video, there is a Santa Sal, a Santa Stitch Along, being hosted by Cat Talks and Miss T and Stitches. Any Santa will do. Just pull out a Santa in your stash. I mean, I know that we're competing with, I think it's Sampler September. There's a lot of different things going on in September. But if you find yourself wanting to stitch a Santa, just add the hashtag that I put earlier in the video. I may add it again here, but I may not. So like I mentioned to you, the 2 Santas I'm going to do. So my plans going into September are to get a good start on both of the Santas that I had chosen, and to try to finish up on this, and potentially do a little bit more on my Ice Cardinal. So those are going to kind of be the things I focus on so far in September. And then coming up in October, I think there's going to be another Fall into Mill Hill, hashtag Fall into Mill Hill, that's going to start up again. And I'm going to stitch probably all kinds of fall things and Halloween things starting then. Maybe stick all to Mill Hills, but I might add a few other Fall and Mill Hill kits too. Speaking of which, now I stopped sometime a while back showing things that I buy. So I don't really have kind of a haul part of my video anymore. I used to, every time I got a new kit, I used to show it in my video, or every time I received a lovely gift from somebody, I would show it, but I haven't done that in a while. But I thought that it would just be kind of fun to show you this one kit that I bought. It's not the only kit I bought, but it's a new one out by Riolis, and it's this fall little hanger. Now I think there's a series of these. Oh, I don't have to think, I can just look on the back. So this is the other 3 in the series there. So it looks like there's, yeah, the one with lavender, and then sort of a Christmas one, and what is that other one? They don't have the names, but you can see there's like these little seasonal hanging things, hanging hangers. These two are on hangers. This one's just on a different kind of a hanger, but I fell in love with the colors of this one here and had to get it. It is resisting everything I have to not jump in and start this, but I'm not going to. I've got plans. I got other things that I'm doing, so I'm going to resist the temptation, but I thought that I would show that because I believe it is new from Riolas. So, and then, so I have acquired quite a few Dimensions kits since the last time I did a Dimensions video of all the kits I have actually quite a few more. And because I have decided that as much as I love Dimensions kits, but I would have to say that their newest kits aren't really kind of striking my fancy quite as much as their old kits. So that being said, it has really made me want to go back and try to, you know, acquire as many of the older Dimensions kits as I can. Not like I'll ever have time in my whole lifetime to stitch them all, but it just is making me appreciate the older Dimensions kits now that the new ones are, I mean, they're beautiful in their own way, but they're not quite the same style, I think, as the older Dimensions kits. And so I have acquired quite a few. I won't show them all in this video. Let me know if you're interested in me showing all my Dimensions kits again, because I have, like I said, I have acquired quite a few. Now, a long time ago, you will have noticed that I had this one lighthouse, and it was the only lighthouse of all that kind of appealed to me, and it was the only one that I had. And this one was called Cliffside Beacon. And I don't know why or what struck me, but I woke up one morning and I just all of a sudden decided that I had to have all the rest of the petite lighthouses. So I went out on a mission and ended up getting Beacon at Daybreak, which this is probably, okay, this was definitely inspired by Cat Talks. When she finished this one, I fell in love with it, and yeah, I think that this would probably be the one I would stitch first because it's definitely has the one with the most color in it. So I've got Beacon at Daybreak, Scenic Lighthouse, and Beacon at Rocky Point. So yeah, I just went on a lighthouse kick and had to have them all. So there you go. I got them. They might go out of print someday, so you know, I had to get them. Yeah. I'll stitch those one of these days, but I just thought that I would show you that. So the Rocky Point, I think Dimensions has a larger Rocky Point, a larger version of this kit. I don't have any intentions of getting the larger one. I think the small one kind of fits the need for me. So I did get one other one I'm going to have to go get. I can't believe I forgot to bring that here. I have acquired one of my unicorn kits, which now I know it's funny how we have a unicorn kit and then we acquire it and all of a sudden a new kit kind of takes that space, like that one that you have to have. So, but this was definitely one. I'm sorry. All of a sudden I couldn't talk. I had to go get a refreshment. As I was saying, I have acquired my unicorn chart kit. I went to go look for it and can't find where I put it, so I need to go real quick, and I'll put you on pause while I go find it. Actually, let me go ahead and do that now because I think that's the last thing I have to talk about. Let me make sure that that's all I have to talk about. And yeah, okay, let me go find it. Okay, I found it. Had to do a little bit of digging. This is it. Farm Hamlet. This is the companion piece to Scenic Farm. So now I own both of them. But I have to say, I love this one just a little bit more. Those colors are so pretty. Now, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that Farm Girl Michelle stitched this one. I don't think it was Scenic Farm. I think it was this one, and she framed it. And my jaw just fell to the floor when I saw it. And ever since then, I had to have this. And this one's hard to find. It's out of print. it was still within my reasonable amount that I would pay for a kit. So it's an old one, so none of the floss is sorted. And there is a lot of that color right there. So I'm excited to have it. So the only other real unicorn chart I would say that's it's still the one that I would probably pay a pretty penny for would be one that's called Garden Reflections. It's rare. I never see that one become available. So Garden Reflections, it's like a bird bath with some birds in it. I saw it on Luda's channel and then didn't even know it existed till I saw it on her channel, and I kind of, you know, in the background kind of always keep my eye out for it. Another one that I would probably get, kind of, it's not really a unicorn chart as much, I think, because it's been reprinted in Russia, so I know that I can probably get that one. It's not as hard to get. It's called, why am I forgetting the name? Twilight's Calm? No. Oh my gosh, I can't remember it. It's the one with the 2 Adirondack chairs and the lantern hanging. It's one that I haven't decided 100% for sure if I'm going to buy it as a kit, because I actually have it as a paint by number kit. So I really should do the painting first and then decide if I still want to stitch the same scene. So that one's kind of like, if I come across it, I'll buy that kit, but if I don't, it's okay because I have the painting, the paint by number, which I really need to get back to my paint by numbers. There's just not enough time in the day. You know what I mean. All right, one last thing I'm going to talk about is I came across these Tim Holtz Ideology. They're called Mini Flare Halloween buttons. I'm not exactly sure if these are for like scrapbooking, you know, because Tim Holtz does a lot of the scrapbooking stuff. But there's like these little buttons, little Halloween buttons, and I want to make some needle minders out of these. Especially, I like the really small ones when I do Mill Hill kits because, you know, the kits are really little, and I still like to have a little needle minder on them. And, you know, even the buttons and beads are kind of small, but I thought, those are so cute. I love some of them. So, yeah. So maybe next month I'll open these up and show you how I make needle minders. And if I don't, I'll just show you the completed needle minders. But that's also on the plan to do this next month. All right, I think that's all I have to talk about in this month's vlog. Thank you so much for spending some time with me, and I will be seeing you, yeah, I guess I'll probably be doing the first clip of September's vlog tomorrow. And I also have a couple of felt videos that I have recorded. I just need to edit one about the butterflies, and then I have one sort of in progress about the Halloween kit that I was doing. So be watching for those. And I think that's all. Once again, thank you again, and I look forward to your comments. I'm going to try to respond to your comments this month, this vlog, since last one there was just too many to respond to. So hopefully I'll get back to responding to your comments. And I appreciate you. I hope that you all are having a lovely end of summer, beginning of fall time, and enjoying some of your favorite stitching. And I will see you next month. All right, bye. Oh, just as I was ending the video, I was going to mention you might notice that big, huge balloon right back there. It's because we had another birthday in our family. This month, my older son, Hunter, turned 20. And that was the big balloon he got. He's not one much for being filmed. He's a bit camera shy, although I don't know why, because he's had a camera in front of his face 1,000 times a day since the day he was born. But he's, you know, he's low key and doesn't really like to be have the attention on him. So anyway, that's his balloon that he had, and I made him some lemon cupcakes because lemon is one of his favorite flavors. And yeah, so now I officially have an 18-year-old and a 20-year-old. I'm getting old.